Howdy folks, we're gonna be right where we left off last night on Imandra on the public test server. Now, both of these vehicles are just a couple of minutes away from a fuel tank. Last thing I did last night was top off the evacuator from the cat. Wouldn't mind getting the boron up out of here either. Oh, excuse me. Just woke up. It's 7:15 in the morning here. August 30th. I skipped ahead of a whole bunch of content in order to bring you current stuff. And I thought when I get to a certain point on this public test server playthrough, then I would start uploading the stuff that I did not. But right now, I'm going to try to get this thing up to where the fuel is. Without using that, if possible. I'm not sure that's possible. Why was that? Oh. That ridgeline was hooked up to that stump for some reason, and it made me come to a screeching halt. And now I can't move it. I don't know why it was even hooked up. Well, that's as far as I got without using the cat. This evacuator just does not like water obstacles. Just does not do water obstacles. There's a back by the warehouse where I had everything parked. There's a water obstacle you need to cross, unless you go around it. But if you stay on the road, there's a water obstacle that you will cross, and the evacuator gets stuck here every time. So I just started going around it. And then to pick up these armored cars, of course, you have to traverse a river, which is just another giant water obstacle. And you have to pull a trailer while doing it. So this is the substation job that, you know, when you complete the substation job, it gives you this task, repairing power lines. And that is the job that I'm going to do next. Just going to get some fuel in the cat and get it pointed back the right direction. Well, that's kind of in the middle of everything, ain't it? I'd have to move that with the I was gonna just drive right through there, but I'd have to get the Ural up here to do that. So as you drive through the trees, and then you're in the perfect spot to be right up alongside the fuel trailer. Without all the additional dicking around. But I left that trailer in the way. You know what? I'm gonna make sure that the spare tire and everything's topped off too. Ah, that's what I thought. Yes, and the Kamaz is up here too, right there. I might still utilize that for something, but probably not. Alright, let's leave this right here for the moment. She wouldn't start spinning right away when I try to use functions. It depends whether you have the camera locked or not. I wish it would start when you hit the function button. See, spinning. If it would start out with the camera locked, the function button, that would be nice. This needs to just make the big U-turn and I suppose top off the tank. There's a prototype exploration unit that I left up here. Had no more use for it. This map, there's actually two of those prototype exploration units on this map. That's part of the videos that I've not uploaded yet. I started out with one prototype exploration and graduated to two of them as I realized that two of them would map out twice as fast. Yeah, it's about the hour. I was just gonna try to slip through. Apparently there's not slipping through with those outriggers sticking out there like that. That time it started out with it locked. I think it depends if it was locked or unlocked before you hit the functions button. Fuel up that. And have that fuel can drain for too much longer. Left that low boy sitting there. Figured I would look at it. Then I can fuel and it's in my way. Now, this truck, I thought I would run. Thought I would run it down this top road. Or this one I thought I would, I'll go to the map in just a second. This one I thought I would run around the loop, around the outside loop here, and get on this road that comes straight across back to the warehouse and then goes down here and crosses the river. I'm not gonna waste time talking about river crossings and different routes. I did that for 20 minutes in the video prior to this one. I think I covered that. If possible, I'm going to try and get the boron very quickly up here to where everything else is. Granted, it's the opposite direction of the warehouse, but it's the correct direction. Back up that low signal, low boron, low signal. And the it's just getting stuck. See, this shit. Oh, fuck. Tell the water. This thing don't give a shit about water. It's all the same. Now the evacuator, the second those tires touch water, it comes to a dead stop. Maybe that's something the mod developer fix. Sure would be nice. Does good on you touch water with it. Which kind of sucks when you get on the ice and you're trying to do an ice crossing across the lakes and you start to fall through. Well, what happens when you start water, it does okay. Frankly, this is all just taking way too long. I really want to way here, but I will do that in a second. Now that I've got that attached. Wow, really screwed up the engine on this thing, huh? Oh, the water damage, that's what it is. See if I'm close enough to that to refuel. Sure. Cat has some spare repair points. Not that much. But maybe enough to get this back to the shop at some point later in the game. I'd have to be in the Cat in order to use those repair points. The Voron. 300 repair points in the spare wheel. 81 repair points left. But the Voron is all fixed up. Cat needs a few repair points. Not sure exactly what. But shit, long as we were here, long as we're spending repair points. They're both fixed. Isn't that lovely? Alright. Now let's skip to Maloo, ain't that a song? Let's skip to this. This is something I haven't shown you guys. I did this off camera, so to speak. Did this without recording. I brought this over from Lake COVID in order to have a specialized vehicle for opening up the Imandra garage. Going to switch to that job. Repairing power lines. Start tracking on that puppy. We need 2 units of wooden planks, and then we'll start heading for where they go. Would not mind doing landslide in the mountains, but I think, don't remember what we need for that. I'll worry about it later. That would give us it's way down here. That would give us this road open. And well, not sure that I need that road open. So, not touching that one right this minute. As soon as I get this thing loaded, I will get a route and get it fired up. And escape. I set that up in the Lake COVID garage when I realized the kind of terrain that I would need to cross to complete these jobs. And I thought about the Kamaz sitting up here. It has the 2-spot flatbed, which would give it the capability of doing this job. But does it really have the capability of doing this job? That is the issue. When I came out this way, right here, you hit a couple big boulders in the road, and it immediately got stuck. Granted, it made it the rest of the way around on its own, but I don't want to repeat that performance. I don't want to get stuck the second that I start out with this lumber. No. This way. Up the hill. Climb, climb, climb. And we're at the first pole. Garage. Oh, there's a task for this little trailer and delivering it somewhere. I thought I might deliver it with that Chevy sitting down here. But maybe I'll drag it to the bottom of the hill right now, so it's at least out on the ice where the Chevy can get to it. I think the Chevy would have a hard time. Attached to that thing with a winch line. Okay. Apparently I'm going to have to be closer to the front. Maybe I should just leave it here and go ahead and try to climb the hill with the Chevy. But too late now to change my mind, because I'm going down that hill with this thing in tow. I'm gonna pull it right up behind me. I've already got this job for the trailer activated, same as I have every other job on the map activated. As I've been driving around, just traveling from one place to the other, I occasionally get to a flag which indicates I'm checking off some sort of marker or waypoint or something for another job. Last couple of times when that happened off camera, I didn't even bother figuring out. I meant to hit B to release, not lock up the brakes. Let's find out where my waypoints are again. Over that way. Yeah. Didn't come down quite where I had planned, but that's okay. This is just saying that there's a marker 25 meters over that way that I need to hit. But do I really need to hit it if I just pick it up and move it that way? See? These markers going? They keep swapping around on me. Because I didn't follow them exactly. I started to say when I was in the Lake COVID garage, putting together this cat with its flatbed and rear crane, I think I forgot to change from the stock transmission. Which is why this cat's driving a little differently. It's slower about getting up and going, and it always tries to stay in a higher gear when it should downshift. But he's down in first now because we're barely moving. But see, it immediately goes to second. I haven't had to use low range in order to get it to actually move yet, but we're not there yet either. Alright, now we need to climb this hill somehow. And that's obviously a boulder field right straight in front of us. Sometimes on the map, unless you look really closely, these boulder fields just look like small trees. I'm gonna take a look again. See if we can get there going this way or not. Sure. So I didn't look real closely when I said we have to go up this hill. Okay, stop sliding backwards. That's precisely why I didn't want it to slide back over that rock. I wanted it to just back up a few inches, a foot or two. I think if we continue around the left side of this boulder, well, maybe not. If we go through here, there's only one more big set of boulders to cross, and I think I can so I think this is where that different transmission is coming into play. It's not the off-road transmission. I think it would give us more tire speed and get us up over that. And I went up over it anyways. That doesn't look very promising. But that's where it is. So I'll have to see if I can go around the other side of this rock. Or maybe around the top, but I think I can go through here. There we go. Or not. Come on. Come on. Look, they give you a little piece of pole there to winch off of if you have to, I guess. Cargo management. Let's deliver one of these. And that took one of the fallen poles off my screen. Now the other one. Let's try to do a little better planning. Boy, there don't look like any good way of getting out of this boulder field. And we gotta go across the river over there, so what I'm thinking is a sharp right back down to this road, cross the river, and go straight across on that icy hillside, and we're there. So let's do that. Let's do that in the daytime. Straight back down that hill that we've just spent so much time climbing. Of course, we climbed it in the wrong spot. Doing something like this would have been so much easier. Just a few trees. Would have only had to go up the road a little bit further to find a spot without all those boulders. But didn't plan that route very well. Was just trying to do it quickly. See, just because that's a marked trail doesn't mean it's an easy passage. You see how screwed up that trail is. And that's pretty much typical of every trail on this map. Now, come on. You got tires specifically made for ice. But there's rocks under the tires too. And I'm hauling a load. And it's a little wide for the trail, but it made it without an off-road gearbox. And without dropping its cargo on all this rough, bouncy bullshit. One thing I didn't really point out earlier, trying to go across that earlier boulder field, is it never dumped its cargo. Task completed. And look at that. It says garage opened. Awesome. So at this point, with the garage opened, we're going to see if we can go visit the garage. Got to get to the facilities. Buildings, garage. Still can't travel to it. You must have to drive there. Oh, and a new task. Engine troubles. That was not there before. Well, we will end up driving past the garage eventually. Right now, I want to... I suppose it doesn't matter which cat that I do this next job with, but this cat over here is equipped with the proper transmission. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being goofy about which transmission it has in it. Because this one's still a 6-speed. But it sure seems to move out a lot better. Than the other one. I'm not sure if that if new pool is the correct job to have activated or not, but I will check that out in a few minutes. This is the job that I want to have activated. Which job is this? The floating change house. That's the job that I want to have activated. This is deep. I was hooked up to this cab and ready to go until the evacuator started getting stuck everywhere. needed to bring out the cat to drag the evacuator along behind it. You know, that thing really is right in the way. Let's move it somewhere else. I'd recover it to the garage, except that it has fuel and repair points that might be useful. Well, actually I'm not sure how much of that it has left actually, because I've been using it. It still has repair points that could be useful. That only needed 3 repair points, but why not? Since I have the menu open. See how those tires bounce really bad when you first change to it from another vehicle? If this were parked on a hard surface, like the concrete tarmac at, well, I guess that's a contradiction in current terms, concrete and tarmac, but the tarmac at the airport, if you were parked on the tarmac at the airport when you switched to this vehicle and the back wheels did that bouncy thing, it would cause quite a bit of damage to the suspension. I mean, about 50% of the damage total on that rear suspension in one shot. Oh yeah, I wanted to activate the other job. Floating change house. This thing has been on my radar since I was opening up the map with the M134. And the reason I'm grabbing it over like heading for the airport with the armored cars is because of the time left in this hour. I've got just enough time to knock this one out without running over my hour, and then I can upload this video, which will take about 6 hours, and they have been uploading quicker. I think my uplink on my hotspot is running a little better, because it was taking a full day to upload a 10 gigabyte video. Lately I've been able to upload, you know, between 8 and 10 gigabytes. I've been trying to keep them a little shorter, which has not happened on the last video and this one. The last one was an hour 17, this one is going to be an hour. But I need to actually either climb up, I need to get up on the ice here somewhere, one side or the other. Maybe I can climb up this side. This bank over here doesn't look all that terrible. But then again, maybe it is. Come on, baby. Alright. Now I'm facing a bridge I can't go under, but I can turn. I can maneuver around the end of it, I hope. I just need to be up on top of the ice for the rest of this. See that spare tire bounce? Boing! Like a rubber ball. No, don't do that. Oh, Jiminy crickets. I don't know why I opened the map. One fucking wheel slipped off. And the whole thing's upside down. Well, perhaps we can utilize the garage. Nope. Still would go to Lake COVID. Screw that. Do 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 do. Where is it? Got another cat. Got another cat. I think the trail's actually more or less right in front of me. I see tire tracks over there, and there's a line of telephone poles. Yeah, this comes down to where the armored car was. I picked up the armored car from right there. So now I know where we are. Well, I was gonna get this done before the hour was up. this time I'll just go to this side of that pile of junk. Pop up on the bank right there. Be in a better position to go around the bridge. Although the ass end bouncing around like a big rubber ball didn't help. Get out of my way. I want that, or you know what? Yeah, I think that'll be alright. There we go. I don't have to look back to know that it came up out of there. Let's stop engine, change truck. Trying to move right along here. So I'm at 57 minutes. See if I can get back on this thing, if it'll give me a... Is that even on the cabin? Is that on the ice? That's on the cabin. Ouch. Didn't expect it to launch into the ass end of the other machine when I released the handbrake. But what's a little damage between two cats? It's just a cat fight. That's all, no big deal. Just a cat fight. Looks like our point we need to make is over here. So maybe it would have been better to climb the hill and then come back down or something, but that's not what we did. See, the ice is breaking up under this thing and it just keeps going. Floating change house is done. Good deal. Except stop engine. Change truck. Change truck to not the Voron. This guy. Wow. Over 50 points of damage just to change to it. Alright. Well, this is what we're doing next. Next video, hopping in this guy and seeing about getting it, zoom out, see about getting it around the loop out here, down through here, stopping at the garage, see what engine trouble is, and see about opening up the garage. Perhaps use the fuel carrier trailer, and then head on towards the warehouse and around and down, and the airport is way down here. So That'll be an entire episode to get those armored cars down to the garage. Might even be 2 episodes. Shit, I don't know. But that will be how we start out the next one. 'Cause about damn time. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.